Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce, and today you are zooming into the north end of Wadsworth, right into Once Upon a Dream. And we are with Emily Kula, who we're excited to talk to about finding all about Once Upon a Dream. So hello, Emily.
Hi, Janie. How are you doing
Oh,
today?
we're good. You are just so cute. I'm excited to find out all about Once Upon a Dream. So I know that you're located at the Bueller's Plaza in
Yes,
Wadsworth. So tell me all about what goes on at Once Upon a Dream.
Okay, so Once Upon a Dream was actually started back in about 2003, 2004 by Shannon Scott Reichelt. She grew up in the area and she chose to open a studio in the area. She actually has two locations. We have our location in Wadsworth, and then we also have a location about 10 minutes north on 94, just south of Highland High School. It is a competitive dance and cheerleading school, I guess you can say. So we originally began with a recreational dance program with cheerleading. The competitive cheerleading started to take off, and then competitive dance really started to take off back in about 2006. At both studios, we have large tumbling rooms and multiple dance rooms. The location in Wadsworth actually has 4 dance rooms and 1 large cheerleading tumbling room. And then the location over in Granger Township has 2 dance studios and a large tumbling or cheerleading room. And that room is actually USASF certified, the National Cheerleading certification organization. The space of that room is actually equipped to appropriately size everything for competitive cheerleading, both height wise and distance wise across the room. So our
Wow.
program has multiple teachers as well as student instructors. We have just about 20 instructors between both locations, and we offer everything from the teeny tiny little ones all the way up to an advanced pre-professional level with our dancers. And then the cheerleading, we have a variety of different tumbling classes that start with the little ones, or working all the way up to those higher level, older competitive ages. The one thing that's a little bit more unique with our program is I think a lot of times people think about cheerleading and dance as something you have to get into when you're young, that you start these skills when you're little and you just kind of grow up and you continue to build upon those. But we actually offer classes and levels for all ages, so you don't have to come in knowing a bunch of stuff if you're interested in starting ballet as a 14-year-old girl or boy. We have students at all different ages, at all different levels, and all different levels of expertise also. So I think that's one thing that really puts us I guess in a unique position compared to some other studios and organizations within the greater Cleveland and Akron area. All of our teachers have a lot of experience and background. There's a good handful of us that actually danced at Once Upon a Dream, myself included. I danced for Shannon at the studio when she was just opening when I was in high school, and I went away and got a degree in dance. And then when I came back, she hired me, and I've been teaching for her for about 10 years now. So it's been really exciting to see some of us really grow up with the studio, and then also seeing some of my past students are now my co-teachers. So it's really fun to see the growth of not just the program and the studio itself, but just all the individuals associated with it.
Oh my gosh. So what do you teach, Emily? What are your specialties?
So I teach a lot of our ballet, and then I also am one of the competitive dance instructors. I have taught a variety of recreational classes before in the past. I also used to help coach the cheerleading and tumbling classes also. But for me, I've been teaching for about 10 years. I really found my niche, if you will. And I like teaching ballet. So I primarily teach our more advanced, older level students ballet. And then I have a couple groups and a handful of soloists. We do have a very, very large competitive dance program. We have, I want to say, probably north of 20 competitive groups, and then probably about north of 30 to 40 competitive soloists and girls who or dancers who make duets and trios as well.
Wow. Now, why do you love what you do, Emily?
I love the kids. I love our students at Once Upon a Dream. It's such a unique place. And I can say from growing up within the studio, it really is a family. Shannon has really helped ingrain that in not just the I guess, philosophy of the studio, but just the overall feeling of the studio. We've honest to God really focused on, great technique and having some really awesome routines for both dance and cheerleading and seeing that technical growth, but also done through positive reinforcement. We're not just creating great dancers, we're really focusing on creating great young individuals that we're helping, prepare for their next step in life, whether that is to continue with dance and cheerleading after, their time at Once Upon a Dream is over, or if they're able to gather and gain on and build upon those life skills, time management, being able to handle constructive criticism, just, being in a classroom, moving around people, there's so many different skills that, you pick up both, by working with other people and then by working with multiple teachers. So I think we're pretty unique in that aspect. And Shannon has really worked to train her staff to make sure that we're working together to build upon not just these dance and cheerleading goals, but also just helping these students become the best they can be as individuals.
That is so cool. Now, how can people find Once Upon a Dream?
Well, if you're in the area and you're tech savvy, if you will, we do have a social media following. You can follow us at OUAD Dance or OUAD Cheer on Instagram. We do have a Facebook profile as well. So you can always look for Once Upon a Dream Dance and Cheer. And then you can always, if you're in the area, you can always Google us, if you will. We have a website. And then as you had said, Janie, we are located in the Bueller's Plaza. So if you're, over there grocery shopping and you ever wondered what the dance sign was next to the laundromat, that's our location there. And then if you're traveling north on 94, we're just north of Sheets, just south of Highland High School on the left. So we have a nice big sign out there too. So there's lots of different ways, whether you're out driving around or you're on your phone or your computer and you're just kind of hopping around to see what we're about. We like to post a lot of videos and pictures of the kids. It's always fun and exciting to see their accomplishments, and they love, when they get posted too. I mean, what kid doesn't love popping up on somebody's social media? So we do try to put a lot of new content out regularly.
Very cool. Now, just as a matter of my asking, why did Shannon name it Once Upon a Dream? I love the name.
So from my understanding, it was her dream growing up. Shannon's been dancing in the area since she was a little girl. She did go to University of Akron for her undergraduate degree. She studied French and dance, and she was teaching in the area, and she just kind of fell into the right place at the right time. And I know she grew up in Highland School, so just next door, but she wanted to bring something into the community and give back to the community. And both she and her husband both have businesses in the area, and they're big supports for the Wadsworth Highland area. So it's always awesome to see somebody who grew up and kind of, built their way up from the community, and she's got a great thing going for her. She's doing awesome, and she's just the kindest person you'll ever talk to. So
very nice. Now I do have to show you, I have a good friend who's a cheerleading coach, and she taught me cinnamon rolls.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's my extent. I love it. Yeah, I don't know if you can, if anybody wants to call me and ask how I do cinnamon rolls, call me. I'll be glad to share my secret. Well, Emily Kula, thank you so much for sharing all about Once Upon a Dream. Boy, I've learned a lot, and this is very awesome. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for, choosing us and featuring us. And thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you taking the time to learn more about OUAD and what we do.
Oh, you're adorable. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.